Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Tease Time. I'm TJ. Today we have our underhood thermal acoustic lining. Underhood thermal acoustic lining insulates hood from heat, reduces unwanted noise, protects the paint. I don't know if you noticed from the last video when I was degreasing like the top of the motor, there was like the insulation that goes around top. It's like flaking off and breaking off. So this is going to replace that. I'm actually going to take it out now so that way to let the sun warm it up, because it adheres with some stickiness. So heat should be your friend with that, and then help it form it also. Let me put this right here. Instructions. But this is the top. This is how you peel off and you stick. Yeah, so I'm gonna let this hang out in the sun for a little bit. All right, while that gets warm, let me show you what we have. All right, so this is the issue. All of this right here, all this underhood insulation, the heat barrier, and it kind of keeps the noise level down. It's all flaking off. And before I start taking off like the valve cover and stuff like that, I want to get this all taken care of so that way I don't have to worry about like stuff falling into the motor, getting to the oil and stuff like that. So that's the reason why like all this stuff is falling apart. So I'm gonna get like a trash bag. I'm gonna cover up the motor and then just try to get this off. So mask up, gloves up, or mask up, gloves on, and just take your time. This is just gonna be a time lapse of me just taking this stuff all down and getting other stuff up. But like I'll probably end up having to cut like some cardboard templates to cut out the right shapes for that, so we get like a nice clean installation of the insulation. So enjoy. All right, and this is what we have. All the old insulation pulled out. I got as much off as possible. I just scraped it. And we have this. I'm gonna take all this stuff out. I'm gonna vacuum all of this stuff up to make it clean. And then this is like the test piece, just so you can see like it's not like perfectly clean, like to like smoothness, but like when I was scraping it, it still has like all its stickiness and adheres. So this is just a little test piece to see how like the new insulation will stick to it. So like it's good like that. So that's as clean as it needs to be. If you're doing like a fresh install of this, just make sure you use like some rubbing alcohol to make sure it's real clean and dry to put it in. But like since there was like the old insulation was in there, like I scraped it off. That stickiness plus this stickiness of the new stuff, it adheres real good. So let me get all this stuff cleaned up, and then I'll see you guys on the outside so we can cut out our shapes for the install. So I'll see you in a bit. All right, these are all the pieces right here. This top piece right here, I'm not gonna rewrap this. We could save that and just I'm gonna use the cool tape, insulating tape, and just run it along this seam because this is the loose side. So I already have this cleaned up. I'm just gonna like make sure I brush that out. But this should be able to save this because like I don't have a rivet gun. Little rivets are holding in it. I could probably use a screw, but I don't want to do that. and this is in pretty decent shape, so we're not going to do anything with that. But we just have to trace all of these right here onto that and cut them out and then just install them. So trace, cut, install. So that's coming up. And bada boom, bada bing, that's all set. It's in, it's installed. It looks a lot better than it did before. As you can see, nice and secure. Nothing falling on the motor itself. So, and then probably the other one probably wasn't doing a good job of being a heat barrier, since like the aluminum piece was coming off from the foam. So I'm pleased with this. I'm gonna continue with the maintenance stuff. I know maintenance isn't like the most glamorous or the thing people like to see, but it kind of is required, is needed to keep your machines running. So as you can see here, I need to start focusing on getting this wire loom and stuff like that situated, like all the stuff that's dry rotted. Like as you can see, like it's breaking, it's disintegrating in your hand. So I'd rather that be disintegrated than the wires themselves. The reason why that's there is just to protect the wires, so prevent shorts, because like if that's not protecting the wires, then that would be like the wires deteriorating like that. So I need to focus on that. But my main focus right now is just to get everything up to running conditions, up to par for me, anyway, and just kind of take care of it now rather than later. So the main focus, get this thing roadworthy, like my standards are roadworthy. So that's what I'm focusing on now. So until the next one, it's all in the details. Peace, TJ.